I'm not a strong, independent woman. I am not an independent woman. I know this is probably very hard for most women to say these days because there's this whole circus on social media about trying so hard to take up images of people that we're not. So today, I am definitely not a strong, neither am I an independent woman. This is what I mean. Hello guys, welcome to today's episode. My name is Mimi and this is a dash of colors. If you're a first time listener, welcome to our safe zone. I am so glad you tuned in, and do not forget to click on the subscribe button wherever you're listening, whether you're listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever it is you're listening to me. Do not forget to subscribe. It is very important for the ratings. And if you're a consistent listener, I see you always. Thank you so much for the support. I am grateful that you're still listening again. And Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. I hope it is everything that you've always thought of. But like I always say, do not pressure yourself. Do the best you can do and stay hydrated. So I started this podcast with mentioning how I am not a strong, independent woman, and how, despite this whole noise on social media where women are constantly trying to take up images or take up roles for men, I am not subscribing to that because I am not really like that, really. And I know this might not go down well with so many people, but it's the truth. I am a woman and I want to be loved. I want to receive love, tons of it. I want to be looked out for. I want to be cared for. I want to be protected. I want all the yummy things that comes with being a woman. And in return, I understand the importance of having a man that I am willing to trust. Women are all over the place, being providers, being protectors, and playing all of that role. I can't. Not like I don't have the power to, really, because I know that I work hard. I know that I am not lazy. I know that I make money for myself. But I still understand that there is nothing wrong with being feminine. In this 21st century, in 2022, 2023, it seems like most women do not want to be feminine anymore. Women have taken up masculine roles, and in as much as we are gradually making it seem like it's normal or proper to sit back to do all the things that a man should do for you, I am not of that school of thought. In fact, I am old school. I can't marry a man who can't take care of me. I'm sorry, guys, but yes, I can't marry a man who can take care of me. I can't marry a man that I don't respect his leadership. I can't marry a man that I cannot trust him to lead. I can't marry someone that I am not ready to be submissive to, right? So these are very important things, and I think the whole crisis with people jumping in and out of relationships is because people do not understand their roles anymore, and people do not want to play their roles anymore. People are doing things that the other gender should do, and the other gender seems to be doing what the other gender should be doing. So it's like really, really confusing when a man wants to relax and have a woman provide and take care of him, and it's confusing when a woman wants to do the same for a man, when a woman wants to take care of the man, when a woman wants to be the protector for the man. It is very confusing and conflicting, because personally I don't believe that is the natural order for it. I believe that men are protectors, I believe that men are leaders, and I believe that men are providers. So it doesn't matter how much we try to modernize things, we try to change things, it doesn't remove the facts, the singular facts that women amid I mean women and our children now are meant to be loved by our men, and in return for loyalty, trust, submissiveness. So I'm not saying this because I'm a Christian. I'm not saying this because I go to church. I'm not so much of a church goer anyway. But I believe that this is a natural order. I believe that things are saner when everyone knows, stays on their role. We understand that you as a man, your role is to provide, to protect, to lead your family, and you build yourself towards that direction, right? You develop yourself so much that when you finally meet some woman that you really care about, you're not suppressing her growth because you are operating in the right energies. You're a masculine energy, and then it's easier for her to be feminine. It's easier for her to blossom because you know yourself and you are playing your role. So it's very important that we understand that we're not the same. We can never be the same, right? I know that I've always said that women should enjoy the same opportunities as men. Yes, great. But when it comes to this whole marriage thing, when it comes to this whole relationship thing, when it comes to most things in life, we're actually very different. And I think the difference and understanding difference makes everything beautiful. So there is no competition. We should be complementing each other's strengths. There is nothing like trying to outshine each other. We're supposed to be working hand in hand, right? So you as a man should marry a woman who respects you and trusts your decision. And you as a woman shouldn't marry someone who can't do the basic for you, who can take care of you. I don't care how anyone wants to take this, but it is the basic truth. So if you're a man and you're getting offended because I'm saying you have to provide, then it means you're lazy. It means you're not ready to work. You should get to work, guy. Stop lazing around. There's no woman out there that should be taking care of you. I shared on my Twitter page and I said a child came to me and the child was complaining bitterly. 7 years old boy was complaining bitterly about how much his mom suffers and how much she does so many things for them. She brings the money for food, she pays their fees from her little salary. She is their everything, and they have a dad. And then the few words that I know that I cannot forget is when he said he is not trustworthy. It is so bad that you have kids that can't trust you as a father because you do not perform your fatherly roles. You shouldn't be reminded to pay fees. It is your responsibility to take care of your family. So if you're the kind of man who is lazy, who doesn't want to work anymore because they have a wife that is twice as hardworking, you are in the wrong. You should repent and get to work and fix up and get your life together. Okay, stop leaving your duties for women. It doesn't make any sense that children are looking up to their mom for things as basic as their school fees while you're there as a man. It means you failed. And you shouldn't even be having kids if you don't have money to take care of them. I always say this and people think I'm being insensitive. But the economy is already so bad. So I do not understand the rationale in getting a woman pregnant when you do not have the means to look after her and the kids for like 20 years. You don't have any plans for the kid. You're just like procreating because God asked you to multiply and increase. Haha. Please, let's really understand the implications of certain decisions that we make. You, the man, you'll always be the provider. You are the protector. You're the anchor for your marriage. You're the anchor for your family. So if you're someone who is single, and as a single guy, you still do not understand that a man's responsibility is to protect, to love, and to care for his family, then you're not ready to be in a relationship, and you shouldn't even be married in the first place. This is very simple, and the easier, or when people come in terms with the fact that we have different roles to play, it is easier because things function in harmony. But when the woman takes up the role for the man and the man takes up the role for the woman. Everything is just in disarray, and such relationships and marriages do not flourish. Okay, so let's stop making a big deal and making a fuss out of this. I am not a strong, independent black woman. I want to be loved, cared for, taken care of. I want my man to worry about me having my hair undone, having my nails undone, having everything about my life looking anyhow. He should care about that because I am his responsibility, and my duty to him is to respect, love, and to return all of that energy as well. So I am not going to be providing for a man. In fact, I one thing I asked the child's mom was, whose surname does your children bear? And she said, the man's surname now. And I'm curious, because if they're bearing your surname, why are you not doing your duties? Why are you not taking care of them? Why are you not looking out for them? So it's very important that you understand that we're different. Stop leaving your fatherly roles to the mothers, and mothers, stop taking up roles. The only reason why a mother would even take up roles in the first place is because the father is deadbeat and is not doing it. So please, let's go back to the way things used to be. Like, it had so much harmony when nobody was trying to dominate the other. Everyone understood their place, and we stayed there, and we had fun, and we had good marriages, we had good families. Things are changing, that people are jumping in and out of relationships because everything is in disarray. So I feel like we should have deeper conversations about what has gone wrong and try to go back to the way things are. So thank you for listening. I'm sorry if you're offended by what I said, but though I am not an independent, strong black woman, I want to be loved and cared for as a woman because that is who I am. Okay, so please don't get offended. If you're offended, I'm sorry, or not. Anyway, well, thank you for listening, and do not forget to subscribe. And there's a link to the Telegram community wherever you listen to this episode. Please find the link and click and join. I want to see you there. So thank you again for listening. My name is Mimi. This is the Dash of Colors, and see you next time.